Hey everyone, welcome to TommieMedia's Backstage Pass, where we give you a behind-the-scenes look at local musical talent. I'm Lauren Andrego. Since 2016, the Dead Century has been playing high-energy folk rock music at venues across the Twin Cities. Nick Check, John Paul Check, Austin Peterson, and Robert Muehlbauer say they pull from multiple genres and play with a punk rock enthusiasm. Today they're joining us for a performance of their unreleased single. Stay tuned for the Dead Century with your Backstage Pass. Performing 10 Ton Summer, the Dead Century.
Blame it on the boredom and bad luck. The consequences of a 10-ton summer. Heavy-handed and hold up. Heavy-hearted and a half-rate love. I spent a quarter century half asleep. Bad permanent brown bag covers. And all the killer secrets I said I'd keep in secret. Fever dreams, petty people, one after another. Tired and stupid, out of excuses. Careless and cut up, please. You slips like nooses, just losing whatever I hope. Lighting candles in churches, candles in bedrooms. Crushing Clifton, headpost headroom. I'm running out of fire, but I'm getting kinda used to the cold. I ain't no good at growing old. Blaming on a lack of experience. The status quo is saying insincere. When every second got serious. When every morning got a little unclear. I blame the bars in the late night. The purple haze that made the world taste sweeter. The blurry love songs, bright light, skin tight. Ray fire and a 4-4 meter. Down past midnight, burning through plastic. Way past shelf life, ignoring the message. Man, 100 good guesses. I thought that I could follow her. But I came out of corner, out on my blind side. Tripped up the toner, tied up and hot tied. Damn, we crucified. I never landed a punch. I should have figured as much. Maybe I'm losing my tongue. Tally all the sentences and some calls. The failed attempt to keep my life on track. There's no use missing the time lost. You lose more when you try to step back. The boredom and bad luck. And all the secrets he was bound to uncover. Like losing youth and losing you. Consequences of a 10-ton summer. Forward facing failures. High since high school. Never been better met. Life skills not good. Got my head together. Now I'm learning to buy what I'm sold. Gotta get up, go through the machine. Yeah, ripped up, wrong out, looking real mean. I'm spanked out. I'm fitting into the mold. I ain't no good at growing old. I ain't no good at growing old.
You just listened to 10 Ton Summer by the Dead Century. Guys, thanks so much for coming in.
Yeah, happy to be here.
That was awesome. I don't think the studio has ever been so loud. So this song you guys just played hasn't been released yet. But can you guys kind of walk me through your songwriting process? How does it go from just an idea to a recorded track?
Yeah, that's a great question. And we're actually working at trying to make it more of a collaborative effort. Certainly when I approach things, it's through the lens of different characters. I find writing about my own experiences to be kind of a caricature. It sort of dissolves. So looking at different characters and trying to explore different facets of the human condition that way is something I like doing. In terms of the songwriting process, we're working at making things a bit more collaborative. So I'll come in with sort of a skeletal structure of the song, a chord chart, a couple lyrics, maybe a hook or two, and then we'll all contribute things. So this song is like, I don't know, the fifth iteration of that tune.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And that's interesting you bring up characters because you guys say you pull from a lot of different genres to come up with your sound. Who or what has kind of mainly influenced how you guys play?
It's a lot of different stuff, I guess. And I think that's what, like, because this song, sort of like what Nick was saying about the songwriting process, is the first one where we've really sort of gone into it together as a band, and it's turned into something very different than what Nick brought in. And I think that it's cool to see how everybody's different musical background sort of influences how that song turned out. Yeah.
Very cool. Let's talk about the name now, Dead Century. Who's the mastermind behind that one?
Sure. So that is a lyric from a TV on the radio song off of Cookie Mountain, or no, off of Desperate Youth and Bloodthirsty Babes, I think.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's a cool tune.
So what made you decide this is the name of our band?
A lot of trial and error, I guess. I don't know. Something about being involved in a dead century is a little engaging. I don't know. Thought-provoking.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Surely. And Nick and John Paul, you guys are brothers. What is it like playing with a sibling?
I think it's fun. I mean, yeah, it's for sure fun for me because Nick has to do all the hard work, and I get to be in the band just playing bass. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know if I weren't Nick's brother, they might have a guy who could like play bass. So, yeah, it's nice in that regard.
It is really fun because we've played a bunch of terrible venues, which are just like empty or something goes wrong. There's a technical failure or something, and having someone there that shares your sense of humor about everything is just absolutely fantastic because you can muscle through and make an incredible evening out of what would otherwise be sort of funny.
So what can people expect next from your group? You're releasing music soon. Yeah. Anything else in the works?
Yeah, just trying to tour around, get into some house parties, get into some more legitimate venues, looking at working with other bands down the future, trying to build relationships, things like that. Past that, just making more good music.
Cool. Well, thank you guys once again for coming in. We really appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
If you or someone you know would like to be featured on our next episode, submit your info to TommieMedia.com. Also, if you'd like to hear the Dead Century live, they'll be playing with other St. Thomas artists at the KUST Sampler Release Party next month. With the Dead Century, I'm Lauren Andrego. Thanks for watching, and join us next time for Tommy Media's Backstage Pass.